me a question about SPY on Monday. He was saying that, let me pull it up actually. Okay, he took a 2-1-2 up on a 30. So it must be here. Here. On SPY. Okay. He got stopped out break even. I initially wanted the possible 3 on the 30. So why'd you take it up? Wait, first question is why did you take it up if you wanted it to go 3? Or are you telling me that you took it up and then when it failed, you flipped short and you wanted it to go 3? If that's the case, then okay, fine. Got filled a little late. I wrote it all the way down, moved my stops as it goes. Should I have had my stops a bit wider? If you're trading 0-day SPY, you have to have wide stops. And you have to be okay with losing that money, right? Especially if you're going to trade on the 30. So, if you're taking a 30-minute trade, then you need to wait 30 minutes for the trade to pan out, especially on SPY. So, if you're taking a 5er, you wait 5. If you're taking 15, you wait 15. I think that the majority of your questions are more sort of focused on the SPY challenge that I have been doing, or that I did do. That is such a specific style of trading, and not one that I suggest, right? Like it's you really can't be attached to any other funds. You just gotta go with the chart and let it flow. So if I was trading this 0-day and I was doing a SPY challenge, I would have never taken this up because the day is so red, right? This is my daily open. No way I'm trying to long this. If I long this, it's gonna have to be the most obvious, beautiful setup on the planet, right? Because this inside 30 is still what is this? It's this hour. Yeah, I would have to have like a 15 or 30 an hour. Like I would just have to be so perfectly set up for me to flip long on this because of how we opened, right? And if I remember correctly, it was like the first 5-10 minutes. Yeah. No way I'm longing this. Right? So within the first 5 minutes, right? It's just you're dead. And by you I mean SPY, right? So first things first. I don't trade against the day if I'm doing the SPY challenge. It's already a ton of risk. So I don't want to add to my risk. Okay. So there's that. Secondly, this entry here. So that entry is gone, right? This entry here makes sense. But again, you have to be willing and ready to lose. I mean, my stops on this stuff are they're maximum 50%, 50% loss, right? Because 0-days are 0-days and SPY is SPY, right? So you just got to be willing to let it take its time. So if I'm going from here to, let's say, likely your exit would hopefully have been ADR, right? Especially, again, you're in a 0-day. So from there to there, you do what? $1.50. Not terrible. $1.50 on a 0-day is probably about between, depending on like what contract you get, you're hitting, and depending on how fast it happens, this was quite quickly, you're hitting between 90 and like 150%, again depending on what contract you buy. So that's what I would have done there. Specific to your question about stops, it's really difficult for me to answer because this would have been my entry. Let's look at the file. Let's see what happened. Yeah, there would have not been a reason to get out. Looking at the 5, you don't have a 30, you don't have a 5 against you, and I guess you could count that as against you. I usually don't. Yeah, because you gotta let them close, and even if you did count that, you would re-enter here and take your profit at your target. So yeah, that's that question, I believe. And I think you asked another question about. Let me look. Do I trade in the money? Okay, yeah, no, I don't trade in the money. And yeah, okay, I think I answered all your questions.